Build a 1x1 Pringle can house in bloxburg with me, with a kitchen, living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom. So when I started building this house, I wanted to make it a 1x1 cube. However, I realized that if I wanted to make this into an actual house, that was going to be basically impossible for me to do. So instead I took basic shapes, which I scaled up to about wall height and wall thickness, and then I made more of a rounded shape, because if I did do a rounded shape with a 3x3 square shape, that would be too big, which means it would have to be much taller, and also the decals I had could only go to a certain size, so I basically just placed everything smaller, so it's all custom, which means it's a pain in the ass to build, basically. I then took the decals that I uploaded. I did these on Photoshop, which is very easy. I basically just searched up Pringle Can PNG, which is when they have like no background to them. People who do editing will understand. But it's basically the like grey and white checkered squares in the back. I then took it into Photoshop. I just basically cut out the individual Pringles, Pringle logo, and also I made a sticker, which eventually I used the carpet. But I basically just did these. It's much easier. And then once you place it on the transparent decal in bloxburg, they have no background to them, so they look like they're made in bloxburg, if that makes sense. Right now, I'm trying to make the top Pringle sticker work. However, basically, because bloxburg has like size constraints, the sticker wouldn't go to the size I wanted it to be, hence I ended up using it in the inside instead later on. Obviously, I painted the whole can red, as red, ready salted, is the best Pringles flavor. Don't argue in the comments if you really want, but like, be real, ready salt is the best. Ready salt is actually literally the best for like any flavor of crisps. I'm trying to think like Walkers are always good for ready salted. It's one of those things you can rely on it. Because sometimes I like paprika Pringles, but then sometimes they kind of rank, whereas ready salt is always good. Anyways, I added some trees to make the house look a bit better, because after I added the door and the window, I was like, I'm not sure if this looks great, but it's fine. I then went in trying to put a bed, and as you could tell, like, that looked fucking ridiculous. So, basically the next whole bit is just me, like, kind of messing around. I did end up adding, like, a 1x1 cube onto the back, so I thought I could have, like, an oven in the first floor, to fit a bed in the second floor, and then I add, like, a shower in the third floor. And basically just add, like, a tiny bit of space. So from the side, the Pringle can does look a bit wonk, but from the front, it looks great, so let's be real, that cool that matters. You know, like, the back of my head ain't my business. Same way at this house. The back of the build is never my business. Like, never. Anyway, now I'm starting to do the first floor. First floor is like kind of like how you have in a normal house. You have like the kitchen, living room, maybe a toilet, but we didn't talk about that. So I wanted to have the tiniest kitchen possible. So I had this little oven in the corner, and then I added like a what are they called? The cool box things, so you could take some ingredients and you could basically use the oven as a normal oven, but let's be real, no one's living in this house anyway. So added some couple decorations, some tiles and stuff. Had to keep the red walls on the interior because of the basic shape. The red can kind of just carried inside. But anyway, I'll now shut up and let you watch the build, because I have nothing to say. Like, I don't know what to say over a voiceover. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest, but I'm building, and it all looks a bit shocking, but it comes through in the end, which you saw in the intro, but like, stay to the end anyway. She's back! Anyways, now I'm on the second floor. On the second floor, if I'm being honest, the bed did clip out the walls, but like I said, the back of the house ain't my business. If you've watched any of my Speedbuilds before, the back of the house always looks like actual shit. And that's just my fault, you know, because you're not seeing the back of the house, I'm not seeing the back of the house. If you're collectively ignore it, then is it really there? No. So the bedroom, it was already a struggle trying to fit this down bed in. I do add like some cloak hangers and stuff, and I think I add just like some pictures and some like fairy lights and stuff, just trying to cover it up, to be honest, because there's not much I could add. Like, I'd love to add a desk, a computer, somewhere you can work at, but like, that's just not physically possible or viable in this house. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the final floor is by far the worst floor. By this point, it was like 2 in the morning, and I was like, bitch, I'm sick of this damn build. So, I'm not gonna lie, it is just like a shower shoved into a corner, a toilet, a sink, and a mirror, I think. And maybe a plant, but you know, sometimes no one's making it to the 3rd floor, you know what I mean? The 3rd floor is relevant because, realistically, no one's going in this house, so it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the outside of this house isn't selling point, so like, I wasn't that worried. That the toilet looked a bit shit, to be honest, you know what I mean? Anyways, the bedroom was cute. I think the best room is by far is the first room because I wasn't so tired, but anyway, so once I finished this room, which took me long, I don't know why this room took me so long, I kept trying to make this like one shelf work, but then I realized like, realistically, who has a bookshelf in their damn bathroom? No one. Anyway, once I finally finished this stupid room, here is the final result.
Now, I definitely really love the outside of this build. I think it actually turned out really well, and it actually does kind of look like a Pringle can, which is kind of wild. For the inside, I love the 1st floor. I think it's really cute. I really like the Pringle carpet as well. The 2nd floor I think is alright. The bedroom's nice. I think the hanging light really is a nice touch though. And then the final floor, I think it's alright. It's the best we could really do with the space, to be honest. And you know what? I don't even think it looks that small.
Thank you so much for watching me build this weird house. If you made it this far, God knows why you watched this whole thing, and if you skipped to this point, very valid, I would skip too. Subscribe and like for more, I guess, and yeah, bye.